Have you ever wondered which countries will truly dominate the world by 2030? Not just in terms of military power, but also in economy, technology, culture, and influence. Some of the names on this list will shock you, because the world order is shifting faster than anyone imagined. And today, I'll take you on a journey through the top 10 countries that are set to rule the world by the end of this decade. So, let's dive straight into the countdown. 10. Indonesia. Indonesia is rarely the first name people think of when talking about global powers, but by 2030, it will be impossible to ignore. According to PwC's long-term economic outlook, Indonesia is projected to become the world's fourth largest economy in purchasing power parity terms, surpassing advanced economies like Germany and Japan. What makes Indonesia so special? First, its people. With over 275 million citizens, most of them young, the country is sitting on a demographic gold mine. As many developed nations age and shrink, Indonesia's workforce will expand, providing the labor and energy that modern economies need. Second, geography. Indonesia sits right on key global shipping lanes that connect the Pacific and Indian Oceans. Whoever controls these waters plays a critical role in global trade. Add to that its booming tech startups in Jakarta and Bandung, and its vast reserves of coal, palm oil, and natural gas, and you have a nation quietly preparing to step into the spotlight. By 2030, Indonesia won't just be an emerging market. It will be a central pillar in the new Asian century. India. If there's one country the world is watching closely, it's India. Today, India is already the fastest-growing major economy, and by 2030, the IMF and World Bank project it to become the world's third-largest economy after the US and China. The numbers are staggering. India's population has already surpassed China's, making it the most populous nation on Earth, with more than 1.4 billion people. Unlike many other nations, most of India's population is young, creating a demographic dividend that fuels both economic growth and innovation. But the story of India is not just about numbers. It's about transformation. India is rapidly becoming a hub for technology and innovation, with Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Mumbai competing on the global stage. Its space program, ISRO, is not only putting satellites into orbit at record low costs, but has also made India the first Asian country to reach Mars. On the geopolitical side, India is becoming a balancing power. As tensions rise between the US and China, India's strategic partnerships, from defense ties with the US to energy deals with Russia and the Middle East, make it a key swing nation in global politics. By 2030, India will not just be an economic giant, but also a decisive voice in shaping world order. The Philippines' few people realize just how quickly the Philippines is rising. This Southeast Asian nation, often overshadowed by its neighbors, is quietly becoming a future economic force. By 2030, the Philippines is projected by HSBC to rank among the top 20 economies in the world, and its growth rates already outpace many developed nations. What makes the Philippines unique is its people. With a population of over 115 million, it's one of the youngest and most dynamic workforces in Asia. Add to that widespread English fluency, and the country has become a global leader in the outsourcing and BPO industry, serving as the back office for the world. But it's not just about call centers. The Philippines is increasingly shifting toward tech, finance, and innovation. Manila is witnessing a boom in startups, while infrastructure projects, funded by both Japan and China, are transforming the country's landscape. Geopolitically, the Philippines sits at the center of the South China Sea, one of the most contested regions on Earth. Its alliances with the United States and growing defense modernization make it a crucial player in Indo-Pacific security. By 2030, the Philippines will stand as a bridge between East and West, with both economic and strategic weight. 7. Pakistan is one of the most underestimated countries in the world. For decades, it has been defined by political instability and security challenges. But beneath the surface, Pakistan is preparing for a massive transformation. According to PwC and HSBC, Pakistan is projected to become the 16th largest economy by 2030, driven by its enormous population of 240 million people, most of whom are under 30. This youthful energy is already powering new industries in fintech, agriculture technology, and manufacturing. Pakistan's greatest advantage, however, is geography. It sits at the crossroads of South Asia, Central Asia, and the Middle East. Through the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC, Pakistan is becoming the centerpiece of China's Belt and Road Initiative, giving it critical infrastructure, ports, and energy projects that could transform its economy. Its challenges remain real: governance, debt, and security, but the potential is undeniable. By 2030, Pakistan's combination of location, population, and resources could turn it into one of the most influential players in Asia. Vietnam is one of the most remarkable economic success stories of the 21st century. Once devastated by war, it has now become one of the fastest-growing economies in Asia. By 2030, Vietnam is projected to join the world's top 20 economies, outpacing many larger nations. The reason? Manufacturing. As global companies diversify away from China, Vietnam has emerged as a prime alternative. Tech giants like Samsung, Apple, and Intel have expanded production here, transforming cities like Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi into industrial powerhouses. But Vietnam is more than just factories. Its government has invested heavily in education, infrastructure, and trade agreements, making it one of the most globally connected economies in Asia. Its strategic coastline along the South China Sea also gives it geopolitical significance in the Indo-Pacific region. By 2030, Vietnam's blend of economic dynamism and strategic importance will make it a rising power few can afford to overlook. Turkey has always stood at the crossroads of civilizations, and in the 21st century, geography remains its greatest weapon. Straddling Europe and Asia, Turkey controls access between the Mediterranean and Black Seas, making it a gatekeeper of global trade and energy routes. Economically, Turkey is projected to climb into the top 15 economies by 2030, powered by a mix of manufacturing, defense, and energy industries. Turkish drones and defense exports are already making waves, and Ankara is positioning itself as a key arms supplier to developing nations. Geopolitically, Turkey's ambitions are growing. It has influence in the Middle East, the Caucasus, and even Africa. Its balancing act between NATO membership and cooperation with Russia makes it a uniquely flexible power in a divided world. By 2030, Turkey's economy, military, and diplomacy will make it a true regional superpower with global reach. Iran's story is complicated. On one hand, it has faced decades of sanctions, isolation, and economic struggles. On the other hand, it sits on some of the world's most valuable resources and occupies one of the most strategic locations on Earth. Iran holds the fourth largest proven oil reserves and the second largest natural gas reserves in the world. As global energy demand shifts, Iran could become a central supplier to Asia, especially as new trade blocs like BRICS Plus challenge Western dominance. Its geography is equally powerful. Controlling access to the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz, Iran influences one of the most important oil shipping lanes on the planet. Add to this a population of 88 million, mostly young and educated, and the potential becomes clear. If sanctions ease and international integration deepens, Iran could emerge as a regional superpower by 2030, not just through resources, but through its ability to shape the future of the Middle East. Japan may not grow as fast as India or Vietnam, but it remains one of the most important countries in the world. By 2030, Japan's combination of technology, finance, and culture will continue to give it global influence far beyond its size. Japan is a pioneer in robotics, artificial intelligence, and green energy. Its companies are leaders in semiconductors, automotive technology, and advanced manufacturing, sectors that will define the future economy. Beyond technology, Japan's soft power is unmatched. From anime to cuisine, Japanese culture shapes trends across the globe. Its role in global alliances, particularly the U.S.-Japan partnership, ensures it will remain a cornerstone of Indo-Pacific security. Even as its population ages, Japan's innovation and global connections guarantee its place as one of the most powerful nations of 2030. 2. China's rise is perhaps the biggest story of our lifetime. Already the world's largest economy by purchasing power, China is expected to surpass the U.S. in nominal GDP within the next decade. By 2030, its influence will be everywhere, in trade, technology, and politics. China is leading the world in artificial intelligence patents, electric vehicles, renewable energy, and infrastructure development. Its Belt and Road Initiative spans across Asia, Africa, and Europe, creating a vast network of influence. Militarily, China is modernizing at a speed the world has never seen before. From hypersonic missiles to a rapidly expanding navy, Beijing is preparing to project power far beyond its borders. Yet China also faces challenges: an aging population, debt, and growing global pushback. Whether it can overcome these will determine if it becomes the undisputed superpower or remains one pole in a multipolar world. 1. The United States. Despite all the talk of decline, the United States will remain the most powerful country in the world by 2030. Its economy, innovation, military, and alliances still make it unmatched. The U.S. is home to Silicon Valley, the world's leading universities, and global companies that dominate technology, entertainment, and finance. Its military budget is larger than the next 10 countries combined, giving it unmatched global reach. But perhaps America's greatest strength is its soft power. From Hollywood to music to global brands, American culture continues to shape the dreams and identities of billions worldwide. Even in a multipolar world, the U.S. will remain the anchor of global stability. By 2030, it may share power with rising giants like China and India, but it will not be replaced. Instead, it will adapt and continue to lead. The world of 2030 will look nothing like today. Emerging nations like Indonesia, Vietnam, and the Philippines will sit alongside giants like India, China, and the U.S. Regional powers like Turkey, Iran, and Pakistan will shape politics far beyond their borders. And Japan, with its quiet strength, will remain a vital part of the global balance. The age of a single superpower is over. The future is multipolar, interconnected, and unpredictable, and these 10 countries will define it. If you enjoyed this journey into the future of global power, make sure to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Top Insights for more deep dives into the forces shaping our world, because the future is closer than you think, and it's more surprising than you can imagine.